get me into trouble again. But I think it's just so old-fashioned to talk about it in modern India. Because if we are going to be like this all our lives, all this talk about India going forward economically, and you were at the Davos, and all this is nonsense then. It's completely nonsense. If we are going to talk about regionalism at every 1 second, if you're going to talk about religionism and religion every 2 minutes, if you're going to talk about Khan and Kumars and Khannas every 30 seconds, then all this, it's nonsense. I think you should not go for these economic summits. Nobody should talk about India shining and India becoming bright and us and sexes. We are nonsense then.
We're still debating in this city whether taxi wala should necessarily know Marathi. And that's not the Shiv Sena, that's the Congress NCP government.
Just a logical, simple thing, ki it helps in conversation and communication. I understand. It would be nice if they knew the language. But I think Mumbai is hugely cosmopolitan. I think most of the people understand most of the languages. I've been here for 20 years now. I'm a Mumbaikar, for that matter, in a certain sense. 20 years I've been living here. And unfortunately, I've not been able to pick up Marathi. My kids speak. My kids speak fluent Marathi. I mean, whatever little they can, they speak fluent Marathi. I have not been able to, I just know Gati.
You may not be able to be a taxi driver then in this city.
No, but I know this much, Gati Rodak Pude Aahe.
What does this mean?
It means roadblocks ahead. So, that I know. It's always written on the roads. Gati Rodak Pude Aahe. Kind of story of my life.
No, but this is the bizarre level of debate, political debate in this state. And it's every political party. It's not even one. No?
Yeah.
It's every political party.
Why should we take this one group or two groups? Everyone says this. And can I just genuinely say, how can you, there's not been a new business open in Mumbai in the last 20 years? Somebody was sitting with me, one gentleman in London, I think Mittal Saab, someone, and he said, 20 साल से कोई नया industry नहीं आया है मुंबई में. And I think it is sad. It is supposed to be the commercial capital, the heart of this country. It is a fantastic city. We are proud of it. But if things are not going to happen like this, we should be looking at the infrastructure problems. We should be looking, हम यही बातों में, my father used to say, अगर लून नमक की बातों में रह जाओगे तो चांद पर पहुंचोगे ही नहीं. ये नमक और चीनी की बातें करते नहीं जाएंगे हम या. I'm sorry, and I don't mean it in terms of price rise of sugar, etc. Please.
You really become careful about what you say.
I'm
paranoid.
Yes. I'm paranoid or whatever I say. These small things, I know these are important things. Religion is very important. I've been telling everyone, there are 3 kinds of identities we have. We have a familial identity by the religion we are born in. So you're Muslim or a Hindu or a Sikh, and you've got to believe that that's what you've been taught. Then there is the place that you live in and work, or born in and work and lead your life. That's your regional identity. But all this is a subset of your country identity, of your national identity. These are subsets. When did the subsets become more important than the set itself? And that is something it's unacceptable to me. And
it is a bizarre debate.
It's a bizarre debate. Yeah, it is very important to talk about Marathi Manus. It's very important to talk about Mumbai. But in the larger context of things, we cannot be ki hamare yahan pe aao mat. I mean, it's a bizarre. So next time I'm going to Delhi, will I have to take a visa and get frisked at the airport because I'm a Khan? I mean, it would be the bizarrest thing. I mean, where are we going to end this? And nobody believes in this. So, I mean, that's what I was, Dr. Roy's show, I was just telling the youngsters that, see, understand the issue. Know there is an issue, and then try, just don't jump the gun, because that day what had happened is, there was a picture of by mistake, Pakistani general or something. So everybody was, why, and they were going loggerheads, yeah, it was a mistake. It's a silly thing for an official document to have, but it could not have been the Pakistani problem. And 7 days ago, people are shouting, why aren't Pakistani players taken into a cricket team?
The contradictions of the public opinion in India is well.
So I'm just trying to tell the young guys, listen, you see it in 7 days. One day you are not wanting, one day you're wanting, means there is an issue. There's love-hate kind of a problem here. So can we become clearer that, yeah, there is an issue? It needs to be resolved, that means. And I'm not talking politically and physically, in our minds.
How have you explained this to your children?
This, I don't know what they're understanding now. I mean,
what have they asked you?
The daughter did ask me, so where are we going? And do we have to leave? Papa, do we have to leave India? And then there were some suggestions of places I should go to. I don't know, somebody had mentioned I should go to some parts in Pakistan and live there or something and stuff like that. So I think my daughter was very sweet. She was kind of, we can go somewhere else. She was quite okay. She said, and she's not unpatriotic just because she wanted to go out of Mumbai and live in London or New York. But it's sad. I mean, And I didn't know. I thought for a moment, should I say, no, nobody can tell your dad to leave this country. It belongs to him. But then I said, no, I can't have this kind of posturing also with my kids. I can't be taking this high ground. I need to explain to them, okay, listen, it is so unimportant, this questioning, that your dad doesn't mind not retaliating. And I don't. I mean, किसी ने और भी कुछ अजीब सा बोला कि मैं ट्रेटर हूँ.
सामना एडिटोरियल.
हाँ, I mean, अब ये सब ठीक है. ये तो फिर I think ये सब so I was just telling somebody कि यार वो मुझको I've been called worse, so it's okay, but I can't take it seriously. I'm called Badshaw also. I don't take that seriously either. So you need to. It's become it's not difficult, but I need to tell my kids now a lot more things than just the fact that I'm a Muslim. First I used to blame everything on stardom, everything. Okay, you know what, Papa's famous now, so these people happen. Papa's Muslim now, so these things happen. Papa's a stupid loud mouth, these things happen. Papa speaks his mind, so these things happen. Papa's just gonna shut up and do his job.
No, we
my wife
never
says that.
shut
Yeah,
up.
my wife says that. Why don't you just shut up and do your work? I know you're very intelligent and you're very smart and you have viewpoints, but you're just an actor. So do your job.
But I'm sure she didn't think that you had anything to retract either.
No. I mean, but she felt very bad for Karan and Kajol and the whole team of Khan. She kept on saying, I can sense it. Yeah, that's also very sad at times. I could sense it that, listen, the movie will be okay. Because see, we only live by that. We are such small people. I am such a minuscule, unimportant person. All that matters to me is, and of course I'm not saying it to get any more publicity. This is no way to get publicity, but I just want that film to come out. I work like a dog to make it work. And I don't know on this Friday if you're going to like it or you're not going to like it. If you're not going to like it, I have another 1.5 years to go to present the next one. And I'm not talking about the stresses of the insecurities of being a star. No, I'm just talking about as a genuine wanting to please and entertain people kind of person. And the wife has also got these issues. My son has got these problems.
So if they come out and stone your film, whoever they are, will you then change your mind about the position you've taken?
अब तो हो गया. अब तो क्या
करूँगा? फिल्म रिलीज होगी और पथराव हुआ फिर?
अब तो क्या करूँगा मैं? अब तो जो होना है वो तो हो गया. मतलब I'm
no turning back.
I'm tired now. I'll tell you honestly, I'm tired trying to explain this. As a matter of fact, I was again speaking to a friend. I was speaking to Praful Sir. He's also a politician. And he said, क्या कर रहे हो? I have an interview with Barkha. But this is it. This is the last one. I will not talk after this because क्या बोलूँ मैं यार? I mean, I'm like, I'm hoping that nobody says anything. I'm assuming, I've been told signals are good. It's nice, Shah Rukh, that you are very, very clearly in favor of. No, I'm not. I'm not saying it for my film. I'm genuinely not confrontational about this. Because, see, if you say something to me which completely disagrees with my way of thinking, I will not even have a discussion with you because it's not important. And you think differently, I think differently, it's okay. So I'm not having any issue about that, I have to take a stand.
But are you cynical about how the industry reacted? Because at the end of the week, there were some people who spoke up. But through the week, there were many. And many of the top stars had not taken a position.
No, I think it's prudence.
That could be another word for cowardice.
No. It's just 72 times bitten. And 140 times, and every time shy.
So you don't mind?
No, I don't mind it at all. It's nobody else's job. See, I have not raised my voice when these kind of problems happen. Like saying when they came out of the Jews, I didn't go out because I'm not a Jew. Then they came out after the Christians, I didn't go out because I'm not a Christian. Then they came out nobody came out because nobody was left. So I think it is, and please.
But that's what Jaya Bachchan said to me when I asked her about you. And she spoke about her own issue with Raj Thackeray and she said, but I battled it alone.
Yeah, it's okay. I don't even say it with cynicism or anger. I say it, it's nobody else's duty to do it because we are all very vulnerable, and I like to say something in
But what
favor.
happens to a thing called principles?
No,
Isn't it important for the industry to sometimes stand up collectively for a principle?
No.
Why?
No. I'll tell you why. Because I think, we think that we are a homogeneous unit. It's a tank and machinery. We are not. We are different creative people with different thoughts, different reasons for doing what we do. And you have to allow that space to all of us. And there is nothing. And yes, we are a family. We are friends. And we work together 365 days. And yes, whenever there is, God forbid, an earthquake, we all come out. and help. And yes,